April and Kelly here from Project Find Your Fire. We wanted to jump on today and talk to you about something that we've actually been talking a lot about lately in our home, and that is Legos. So we have kids that are in Lego programs who love to play with Legos. We just had a major birthday that involved getting lots of Legos and building Legos. And we wanted to talk to you not about actual physical Legos, even though that is fun. We wanted to talk to you about how Lego has to do with your life.
It actually is about the real live Lego, but we're using it like this. So you get to a point in your life where, like a box of Legos, if you dump out a box of Legos, you have these, especially a big box, you have like 80 billion Lego pieces scattered across the floor, right? And it can be overwhelming because it's nothing close to what it's going to be after you put everything together.
Well, there are like 1,000 pieces of like different shapes, different color. I mean, they're making them like, I don't even recognize some of these pieces. But yet, I get this box and it's supposed to look like what's on the box.
Absolutely. And so instead of, you can look at this pile on the floor and be overwhelmed and think, I can't do this. This is just too much. But what we've got to do is just pick up one Lego at a time. That's the only thing to do. And you put it together with another Lego. And then you pick up one more Lego. And then you put that together with what you're building so far. And if you keep doing that, pretty soon the change is going to be enormous. And we can do the same thing with our lives. You know, there are so many things and so easy to be overwhelmed. There's so many different colors and shapes and textures and things that we never even dreamed of approaching in our lives. And it can be too much for us sometimes. But we have to remember, just like the Legos, just pick up one little piece. The tiniest little piece is all it takes, and put it on another piece. And then pick up one more piece and put it on. And before you know it, you've created something, and this something just keeps building and building and building. Rome wasn't built in a day. The Grand Canyon wasn't formed in a day. Your Lego creation isn't formed in a day. You aren't going to be formed in a day.
So what's kind of interesting about that too is our daughter makes these beautiful Lego creations, and she doesn't even have to think about them when she makes them. She just goes through the book. She can envision the end, have all these pieces follow, go through it quickly, and she can get what she is expecting. And that's beautiful. And then she can walk down the hallway and something happens and bang. The Lego Star Wars spaceship is no longer assembled. And you know, this is what happens in life, right? We're going along, we're working really hard at building, doing little pieces, day by day, living with intention, finding out what colors we want on our creation, and something will happen. And it may feel like it's broken. It may feel like, you know, it's the wrong creation for you. And you got to know that is okay, because that lesson and that moment gives us opportunity to start creating something new. It also gives us this beautiful opportunity to do these things again, right? So our daughters and our sons are not experts at quickly putting Lego pieces together because they did it for the first time. They did it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, and they learned this skill. And this is what life is about, right? We've never done one thing before, and then we do it, and we build that one piece, and then we do that again and again, whether it's it's a new day, a new adventure, a new Lego creation in our lives, something has happened, a new relationship, and we get to do this. And it's so cool how simple these pieces can be to create these beautiful masterpieces. And we get to do it again and again, and we get to get better at it, and we get to share it with other people. And I just love the whole idea of building your life just kind of like a Lego creation. So if you don't know Legos, or you don't have any, I suggest you go out, find a really cool box of Legos at your local department store, and put it together and enjoy it.
And a great analogy about what you mentioned too, you have this great thing that you built with Legos, the Starship Enterprise or whatever it is, the Star Wars thing, and it falls, it hits the ground, and just like in our real lives, our thoughts are, my world just went crashing down. It's just nothing but pieces scattered everywhere. Everything in my life that I always thought was there is just in pieces scattered everywhere. And our lives, just like the Legos, it may be broken, it may have crashed, but all of those pieces are still there. Just pick one up. Pick one up. Pick up one piece and stick it to another piece. you can create this whole new thing. You can create all these different things. All the pieces are there for you.
So let's just give some examples, because this is in the conversations we've had. What are some of the pieces that we kind of use in all of our different creations? So we have relationship creations, we have like children creations, we have our marriage creation, we have business creations, and we're constantly building this. But what do we use as our foundational pieces?
To not get into a strict routine. We are people of routine and habits, and our routines are going to dictate our results. They will every time, and we all have a routine. And so what we like to do and what we encourage other people to do is to, even though we have routines, to not get stuck too long in our routines, to keep changing it up. Try something different, try something new, and if it doesn't work, don't do it again. If it does work, keep going with it. But those routines are driving to our results. So keep those lively and keep those active.
So we change it up. The other thing that we do really well is come with an attitude of, like, it's positive, but sometimes it's an attitude of, greatness. We just say, it's going to be great. And then we figure that out, whatever that's going to be. And we come with intention. We come with intention to be our best. We come with kindness. We come with a lot of inclusiveness in whatever we approach. We come with very open-minded. I mean, there are things that you and I are becoming more aware of that are us as individuals, but we also come with an open mind that because we know that's us, that doesn't always mean that's the only solution or answer or piece in our creation, right? We do really try to pull in pieces from other people or other experiences.
Right.
But we really try to have this like foundation to say, okay, we maybe don't always know what the end's going to be. We have dreams, we have visions, and we say, well, we don't know how it's going to turn out, but we have an intention of putting forth greatness, and that takes us a lot further. And what we started with as a vision, or what we like, our passion, our purpose, it changes. And it's so beautiful when you see kids take like this pile. Oh, wait, let's talk about, we've been watching the show Lego Masters. It's like they take this pile of colored Legos and then they turn it into something that is like magical. And sometimes we just put our pieces together and it turns out to be magical. Did you want to add something to that?
A long time ago, but we're going to be good. So that's what we have for you today. Start with the little pieces. The creation is going to be great. We've talked about the 2 millimeter shift. You can change your entire life just by making a 2 millimeter shift. That's all it takes. And as you go down the line, that 2 millimeter shift starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's sort of what this is all about too. It's the Lego philosophy. And we literally just made up that name. And
yeah. And
it's going to stick. And you can use it if you want. Credit it to Project Find Your Fire. We just trademarked it.
We can't trademark Lego.
Oh, no, we can't.
We're going to come up with our own building block.
It's the building block philosophy.
The building block philosophy.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Live with purpose.
Live with passion.